Hello, Rajan sir. Speaker sir.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
When we can start?
Uh, sir, you can start, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can start, sir. Already it is 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was waiting for your instruction.
No, sir. You can start.
Okay. So, welcome students. So, today is the last day of our Android application development workshop. So, the topic of the day is we will create a dialogue and we will implement some multimedia concepts and we will also create a type of a menu. Uh, then we will try to implement some API concept and then the device connectivity. Okay. In API concept, we use the device telephony and the email API. Okay. And during device connectivity, we will try to implement the Wi-Fi manager and the Bluetooth manager concepts. Okay. So now let's proceed. So here is our Android Studio. And, in today's class, we will implement the various concepts which we have discussed. So first, I will tell you how to create a dialogue. Okay. So dialogue is just a type of a window or a screen uh, which comes over our activity, okay, to show any type of alert or the message. So here you can see that we have a layout, what we call as home page layout. I will delete this activity home screen. I will also delete its corresponding Java file or the activity. So now things are good, and I will also delete this these components. I will rename it as the alert dialog example. Okay. For the enter, okay, and I will change the text in show dialog. That's fine. And I have implemented the I want to perform the perform operation when I clicked on the button. So what I will do it, I will write all the code within the perform method which we have created yesterday. So inside the perform, I will declare one type of alert dialog. So for that, I will use the alert dialog. This one. And for that, we use the builder. So here is the tab alert dialog builder, and I have declared the object or the reference or the variable of type the builder, which is of type alert dialog. Okay, so inside we can say that the on-click method, I will show you the builder dot set message, and inside set message I will write the message that here is my life. Okay, and for that we need to show the dialog. Builder dot set message, and for that I will create the dialog. You see that call it alert dialog alert is equal to builder dot create, and then alert dot set dialog, or we can say set title dialog. And then we need to show this alert. Okay, so I will run this activity. This is a previous screen what we got in our last example. For a student, I have some issue with my AVD, so I will create or use our another AVD. Actually, yesterday I have not saved the state of the AVD. That's why the previous AVD is not running. So no issue. I will execute the program by using another AVD. Okay. For that, when I run this code, then Gradle is now running. It's going to be stored. And now we have the alert dialog example. And when I click on the show dialog, this is now deprecated. So for that, I will use another concept. Dialog, and I need to start a cancelable equal to false. Set a positive button. The button is OK. Then dialog interface on click list. Here I want to implement the event handling concept. Now we finish. I will finish this. Post dot need text. Get application context, comma. Okay is now chosen. Post dot length short, not short. So if I will run this code, so when I click on the show dialog, that message it is set message window dot set message this, and for that I need to also add any title to say that and also set details button cancel dialog on click listener to cancel the dialog. And what I do is cancel of my click. So for that I need to sorry, that was a biggest mistake builder. I have not created the object or initialize the builder. Not the dialog dot builder and now it will run. Okay. As you can see, have you got the result? Here is the alerted dialog, which is the title, and this is what the message we want to show you. And if I click on the OK or I choose the OK, then I get the post. OK is now chosen, and the activity has been finished. And if you want to see, if I will choose the cancel, then what will happen? Cancel is now chosen. And when I click on the OK, then the whole activity will get finished. And if you don't want to show all these things, if you just want to see the message, then you can use here you can see. Then when you click on the dialog, then you get only the message. Here is my dialog. And if you want any button or any option, then you can use the positive button, and then run the code, and the output will be something like this. You will have a dialog with only a single button. you click on the OK, and the activity will be finished, and it is achieved. Okay, so it is the example of the alert dialog. So for next, I will create a media player. Okay, so for that, I need to create or declare a folder inside the application. So the folder would be of type Android resource directory. Okay, and the directory name would be raw. It is mandatory that the name of the directory would be raw, and the resource type should also be raw. And when you click on the OK, then you can see that there is a folder or the directory inside the resource. So for that, if you have any media file, suppose I have this one. Here is the file show.mp3, shop.mp3. Just copy it, and when I click paste back to the Android Studio, and now I will paste the file inside the raw. The file has now been pasted. So if we have a home screen like this, and I will rename the text as media player example. Okay. And, I have a button. It's been named as a play. This will be called as pause. Okay, so for play, I will create a method play, and for pause, I will create a method pause. So these are the two warnings. So I need to use the methods as play and pause. So here you can see the XML file that both of the warnings is not available now. So for that we need media player. So for that I will create a media player. Here is the class media player, and I will name it as player. Okay, or inside the on create, you need to create the or initialize the player, the media player dot create, and inside the parameter you can enter the r dot raw dot sorry, mp3 is not readable. For that we need to download the web file. For that I need to download the codec. So converter. I will convert my file. Select file, response. Now for play, I will play the player dot start, and with pause. So when I run the file, run the activity, and here is our media player. And when I click on the play, then anyone is getting the system sound. Hello. Now you are getting. Anyone is getting the sound when I clicked on the play.
The sound is low, sir, actually. Once.
You get the voice little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So by this functionality, you can play your media file. Okay. So wave file is the compressed file. If you have some plugins with your Android Studio, then you can also execute your MP3 file. So with this example, I explained you how to play any audio file with your Android mobile phone. Now we will move to our next topic of the multimedia, where we can build or use the video view. So for that, we need to open our XML file. And these are our buttons. And inside the widgets, there is a video view. So just import it. Video view example. And here is our view. And I am assigning a ID. Suppose the ID is the same video view. Okay, and for that I need a video file to run. Suppose here is the video. One is the video. I will name it as screen. Okay, and I am copying it, and now I am pasting inside the raw folder. So the raw has a MP3 or MP4 file. Coming back to our home page, and now I am declaring or using the video view. My view. Okay, and here I will initialize or use the find view by ID concept r.id.video view. Here it is. It is. Okay. And I also want to use the media controller. Media. For that, I use the media controller, and I will assign the same context. This and the media dot. I will need to create the anchor view, which is the my view. Okay, and now I will initialize the I will use the URI, uniform resource identifier. It's U equal to URI dot pass. Inside this, I will pass the reference dot resource. That package name slash dot raw dot screen, which was our file. Now I will use my view dot set media controller as our media, and use my view and the video URI as the URI, and my view dot request focus. So on play, I will play the my view dot start. Pause. I think the code is completely fine, and when I run it, then I have a video view. The output is visible to the audience.
Yes, sir.
When I click on the play button, the video is now playing, And when I click on the pause, the video is now paused. Click on the play, and the video get resumed again. So by this example, you can play your video with your own created app by using the Android. Is that cool? Anyone? Okay, no problem. Now I will take another example of the menu. Okay, so suppose we have the same uh, video, or I can say that I will not use any type of the functionality with the video. I'm removing it, and here for that for creating menu, I need to create a directory which names with the menu, and the resource tag would be the menu. And click on the OK, and as you can see that there is a resource directory with the name menu. Now inside the menu, menu resource file, you can rename it as my menu. If you enter the item, then the item title would be home, and ID would be home, and then another item is the payment. ID would be payment, and title would also be payment or pay money. And another item would be so the menu file has been created, and if you want to see the code, then here is the code. Okay, and here is the file. So I need to use or implement the menu with our main activity. So for that, I need to write a code by which we can use or override control, alt control. We can generate this vector. Here, search for on option, or we can use it on create option menu. Inside that, use get menu inflator. dot inflate. What you want to inflate is r dot menu dot menu. And for that you need to pass this reference menu. And, you need to return true because now you have a menu. So if I will run this code, then you can see three dots at the title bar. And when you click on it, then you will find the same menu: home, pay money, and exit. Okay, so this is how we create our menus. Okay, and suppose if you want to implement some functionality with these items, then I will implement the functionality over one of the items. Okay, like exit. For that, I need to override some code. For that, I need to use options. Select. So inside the item is you apply some switch. You apply is if first item dot id equal r dot id dot first one id was the home. Id was the home. Suppose I will apply the switch. Item dot get item id. R dot id dot why id is not available for the menu. ID is available, but why we are not getting this ID? Okay. There is a mistake. I will have Oh my. Actually, we can't use the home as the ID because it will be considered as a keyword. And for that, I will apply the toast. Go to the make text. This now select it. Then toast dot short. After that, we will return. Now the application is opened, and when I click on the home, then I will have the toast. Home is now not selected. Okay, which we have right here. So it is the example of the menu. The menu. We want to go through with the API concept. Then for that, I will use or I will open an URL. So if suppose you have a layout, something like this, and there is nothing, just we have text view at the top or web page example. Okay, sorry, I have write it in the ID. So here is the web page example. And after that, I will use a text to enter the address. Suppose the name of the ID is URL and the input type is the text, and hint would be like type URL. Here is a hint for this. Type URL, and now use a button. I will use the button. ID name is button, and on click I will perform open URL. The text is go. Okay, so for that I will write the code, and inside the code I will first declare the test view. URL. I will initialize it URL is equal to find view by ID dot ID dot text view. Let's still check it. Name of the ID is URL. So that was a mistake. The ID was URL. Okay. And the corresponding operation with the web was open URL. So for that, public void open URL. You can see that the warning is now not available, and inside that you are using the string URL is equal to string str is equal to URL dot get text dot to string. For that you need to use the URI concept, and URI is equal to URI and URI dot parse the particular URL. And for that you need to call the intent. Wait for a minute, I have a little bit issue. Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, sir.
My voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I had an issue at my side, that's why there was a little bit disturbance. Now I will create the intent. For that, for view, pass this URI. And then I will start this activity intent. If you can see here, I will open the URL. So for that, I need to have some uh, permission for internet inside my manifest file. So for manifest file, I will use some permission. Use this permission. Android name the permission for internet. Okay, there are very many permissions that you will have to declare. Now I think it's fine, and when we run the code, then here is the URL where at the HTTP. Kindly mute your mic. And when I click on the go button, then you can see Google has been opened. Okay. And if you want to open the Facebook, then type HTTP www.facebook.com, and when you click on the go, then the Facebook get open. So now here you can see that how we can open the Facebook. Okay, or we can open any URL. So the concept is clear to you? Hello? Anyone? Okay, no problem. And now I will tell you our last program. Time is very limited, and suppose we have two buttons. This button, so here are two buttons. First button, I named it as open Wi-Fi. And the second button I will name it as close Wi-Fi. For click, I want to perform the open Wi-Fi operation, and for close Wi-Fi, I want to perform the close Wi-Fi operation. Okay, so in our file, we must have public void open Wi-Fi and close Wi-Fi. In open Wi-Fi, I I will have to use, first I will declare a Wi-Fi manager. Wi-Fi. And for that, I need to first initialize the Wi-Fi manager. Uh, Wi-Fi is equal to Wi-Fi manager. To get system service, and for that, I think the context would be Wi-Fi service. Application context dot get system service. And for that, we need to declare the Wi-Fi dot set Wi-Fi enabled. And close Wi-Fi will be Wi-Fi dot set Wi-Fi enabled will be false. And for that, we need to apply some permissions related to Wi-Fi. So this permission Wi-Fi state, and then uses permission Wi-Fi engine state. And when I will run the application, sorry, so now you can see that if I click on the open Wi-Fi, when I click on the close Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi get closed. Actually, it is a system default icon. So if you can off the Wi-Fi, and then when you click on the open Wi-Fi, here is a ABD error, but this will function fine. Okay, so now the sessions is now being ended. So I want to call to Mr. Rajesh sir. You hear me? Speaker sir, speaker. Hello? Speaker sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I am calling Seeker sir. Seeker sir. Seeker sir, can you hear me?
Sir, I can hear your voice, sir.
Okay. I have completed the session.
Yes, sir. Just 5 minutes. Let me take your feedback, sir, from the voice call.
Okay.
So anyone can have any questions? No, please raise your questions and unmute your mic and you ask your sir. If you, after that, just tell me how is the session and 1 week workshop on this. Can you unmute and speak for a few words on this workshop, Android workshop?
Sir, whether iOS apps and Android apps are based on Java, sir?
No iOS apps are not based on Java. For that, either you can go through with the Objective C, or you can use the Flutter or React Native. But for Android, you can use Java.
Okay, sir.
Next, anyone have any questions? Please unmute and ask the sir. Is there any queries? Students, is there any queries? Okay, just give your feedback on this live. Just unmute your mic and a few words about the workshop. Just talk about the few words about the workshop. How it is means is useful to you, and what is the how means how, 5 days how it is the content is how is the content and what you want to say. Just leave your feedback. You can unmute and you can talk to us, and you can ask the queries also. So there is no questions, I guess.
Okay.
So can you share your feedback, 1 or 2 persons, just your view on this workshop?
Yes, sir. We learn a lot, sir. And
Yashwant, your voice is not audible.
Actually, Seeker sir, I think no one has some doubts,
Yes, sir.
or
Doubts are not there. Just
they are not available, I think.
yes. So,
Nowadays,
sir.
students are not serious about their career. That's the
Yes,
reason.
sir.
Sir,
Now
good evening,
the
sir.
Yes, Arun.
Sir, is there provide you can provide the whole material, sir, for my education purpose? Can you share? Hello,
Yes.
sir. You can share the all recorded materials and materials for me, sir, for
Mm,
4 people. Can you share that one? It is very helpful for my another projects.
okay, recording materials. I will confirm once again. So sessions, recorded sessions will not be available right now. So if it's anywhere available, I will share it on your WhatsApp or Telegram.
Okay, sir.
Right
Thank
now,
you,
it
sir.
is not available.
Okay.
So, sir, can you tell me the means how it is first 4 days and fifth day? Today is the last workshop. No?
Riva?
Just a few words sir, about it. Hello.
Yes, you want me to tell about my
Yes, sir.
feedback?
You want? I wanted to ask you, sir, if you how is your session and what you if you want to say about our organization or skill development, just a few words.
Okay.
Then we'll conclude here.
Firstly, I want to thank to Mr. Gunasekar sir
Yes,
and,
sir.
for providing me an opportunity to conduct this type of session where I have delivered my knowledge to the students. I always work in the area of student career and skill development, and I also provide industry-based and job-oriented training programs as well as the some programs to open their own business and to develop their skills.
Oh,
I usually connect with some organization and I usually conduct the workshop just to aware students about the various technologies and trends which are running. For that, I also provide training programs and dedicated training programs to the students for developing their career as well as their skills. I also very thankful to the organization Andhra Pradesh State Skill Development for providing such a platform where I got connected with the students and some of the students really enjoyed the session. I hope because they have given good feedback. The only limitation was that the time because Android is a very huge scope and there are very huge libraries. So I can't cover all the things in this very short time.
yes, sir. Very good.
So if I will have any training programs or any training session in future, which would be lengthy, then I will definitely contribute in the skill development and the knowledge development of the students. And I also very thankful to the Rajendra sir, Sikar sir, for his coordination. Uh, Thank you, sir. You have really coordinated and managed all the things in a well manner.
Thank you, sir. Thanks from our team also to you, sir. As per the time,
Sir,
they are
good
not
evening.
available. So, from our team, we are very thankful to you, sir, for delivering the content to the students and your knowledge and your experience to the students. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
And Sikar sir, if possible, then can you provide me the certificate that I have conducted this
Yes,
5
yes,
days?
sir. I later on Monday we will once again I will means Mr. Gunshekar will call you or I will call you, sir, for this detailed clarifications.
If you have will have any training program in future other
Just
than the workshop, then I will.
we will make on a call. Sir. We will talk on a call.
Sure, sure, sure.
So any queries or if you have any doubts, please visit Mohit sir LinkedIn profile. There you can ask for the questions and you can clear your doubts. So our organization is skill development will conduct a trainings. So again we will get a workshop and again we will get a trainings. So detailed workshop will be given or detailed programming skills will be means programs will be conducted in future also. So this is not the last session and this is not a end of the session. So we will conducting number of sessions and we will use means our organization is only for the students and to help the students and to get the knowledge the students and they should be placed in a right company and a right option means the right right means to utilize their knowledge. This is the right platform, I think so. So thank you and thank you one and all. each and every students are for the day 1 and today is the fifth day. So continuously you are attending the sessions, and I guess you have a complete in this limited time you have a complete knowledge about the detailed topics. So sir, can I end the session?
Sure.
Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir.
You can have any questions, please raise your questions in SAR's LinkedIn profile, or else you want to any organization details, or if you want any programs related to Android or any other recruitment related, you can please message me in WhatsApp and Telegram. So for all of them I cannot be able to give answer, but finally I will see your messages, and I will for a right option, is there any option means I will share your details, and you can register and you can enroll for the programs and vacancies available in the on the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, can I end the session?
Sure, sir.
So if you have any doubts, for this e-certificate will be provided. So participation certificate that will be announced later, and I will share you in the groups and Telegram links also. Thank you one and all.
Thank you,
Sir, I'm
sir.
ending the session.
Sure, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bro, share the attendance link.
I already shared the attendance. Just I will share.
Okay, bro.
Suddenly disconnected, bro.
Thank you.